We are live in living color. John here with you guys. John Testa in the studio, 10-4 TV, Northern California studio here, Folsom, California today. And we are streaming to you live and in living color, as they say. Man, I got a show for you guys today. I'm excited about it. And MMA and UFC may not be everybody's thing, but let me tell you what, I dig it. So guess because I run the show, I get to bring it to you, and I hope you like it too. Wait till you see what I got for you guys tonight. Also, in tonight's show, I want to welcome in a brand new sponsor to 10-4 Magazine. This sponsor is going to be featured in our magazine as well as our digital presentations and a Studio 10-4 TV sponsor, and that is Jesse's Equipment Sales. And Jesse, this guy got a hold of me and sent me some pictures and told me about his deal. And we're going to go over the whole thing in the second half of the show. So you're going to have to stick around. The cool thing is Jesse and his company is giving away a 1995 379 extended hood. And this truck is sweet. I got pictures of it. It is sweet. Inside and out, I might add. It's not open the door and it's some dust bowl like a tornado hit it on the inside. This thing is clean. It's dialed in. It's a nice ride. And you can win it free and 10 grand. Truck and 10 grand. That's like you bought a truck, but you didn't, and you got 10 grand to go buy all the fuel you need for the first, month or so, maybe, or more, depends on how much you run, just by grabbing the keys and winning the truck. So we're going to talk more about that shortly. Waiting for my guys to get in the queue, so I might have to stretch this out a little bit. Nobody's in there yet, and I'm hoping they're going to show up pretty soon. But my first guest that I have in the studio tonight, this is a guy who is from my local area here, the Sacramento, Northern California region, and he fights out of Sacramento, California. I know him personally. I've worked with him here locally, and we've done some stuff together. And this guy's name's Max Payne Griffin, and Max is going to be fighting tomorrow night at the Apex in Las Vegas. He is on the main card. Max is a welterweight, and he's going to be standing in there, and he's going to be taking it to his opponent. His opponent happens to be, and I've got it right here, tail of the tape, as they say. You get to steal all those great sports sayings. But there he is right there. And his opponent. So Max's record is 16-8, as you can see. I don't know if it has that in there or not. No, it doesn't. Does it? Oh, yeah, it does, right at the top. 16-8, and he's going against this guy, Keenan. Honestly, I don't know much about Keenan, if anything at all, but know a lot about Max. Max has had some pretty amazing bouts over the years. Used to fight locally here in the local MMA scene. I covered that years ago, and it was pretty cool to get out there and actually be ringside and actually shooting footage, video, and still footage for my purposes here locally, but never been to a fight like that and been so close and up front and in it, literally in the face of these guys. Until you've done that or been at a live fight, trust me, you have no idea what's going on in there, man. It's amazing. Another picture of Max, which I happen to have in here. I'm going to bring it up. Our guest, it's a good looking guy. You would think, man, what the heck? This guy's going to be in the ring mixing it up. Yep, he is. And that was just taken, in fact, 2 days ago when they were interviewing all the fighters at the Apex Arena. So he gave his little interview there, and they found out what was going on, and he shared everything that's going on. I've seen Max a lot of times. I've never seen him as excited as I have for this fight this weekend. It's pretty exciting to see him so, just charged up, full of energy, positive, but at the same time, so relaxed, and I'll tell you, like anything else in life, I think that the big part of being successful at what you do has to be where you're at in life. And I can't wait for Max to tell you about it all, but I'm stoked to see him. I've watched so many different things here in the last week. He's all over social media. He's all over UFC. He's everywhere right now. Everywhere I turn on something, there he is. But it's kind of it's a great thing to see when you have somebody. I've seen him just kind of come to this level now where he's calm, he's cool, he's having fun, and I think he's going to kick some ass this weekend. So anyway, I see him in the queue right now. So rather than me tell you about him, I'm going to bring him in right now and introduce you to Max Payne Griffin. And hopefully we got audio. What do you say, Max? You there, buddy?
What up, man? How's it going?
All right. Looking good, brother. Looking good.
Man, I feel like $1 million right now. How are you,
Well,
bro?
you know what? You sound like $1 million. Everything I've been hearing and seeing you do, it's like you're this other guy all of a sudden. I mean, what happened? There's been a transformation.
I'm growing.
Yeah.
You just got to keep growing. You got to keep learning. You got to keep getting better. And there's no limits, you know?
Well, there's not. There's not. You're smiling. You're happy. You're calm. It's just, it's like you're excited, but you're calm. You're jazzed, but you're under control. And I'm excited to see you this way.
No, it's scary, man. When I'm in my career, man, I used to be so wild. So wild, out of control, right?
Well, you got to be a little bit, right? I mean, this is not exactly a sit down and drink tea sport.
Yeah, man. No, my evolution is amazing, and I'm really fortunate to be in my position. I mean, I've known you for fucking years, 7 years, however long, right? Before the big leagues, right?
Well, locally here in the MMA scene, yeah. I mean, I would go out and shoot the local jams that were going on, just telling everybody when I opened up here. And, and I'm telling these guys, until you go and see what you guys do in the octagon, you haven't seen anything. You got to go in real life and see it.
Yeah, no, they're opening up too with COVID. A lot of stuff's shut down, but Dana is announcing some shows in Florida and Texas, and we're gonna get these shows popping. The Florida show sold 20,000 tickets in 4 minutes.
You think people are hungry?
Yeah, they want to see some action. I mean, these MMA fights is like if you watch, you see if some guys fighting on the street, at the bar, like you're gonna watch, right? Like it's your eyes, you have to look, right?
Yeah.
But at this level, everyone's so good. Like we're the best in the world. I mean, there's 500 of us in the whole world, so it's such a blessing, man.
Well, I'm stoked for you, and I can't wait to see tomorrow night's fight. I'm going to back up a little bit, though. I don't think we can talk tonight without talking a little bit about what happened last fight, and I don't want to go into great detail on it because we're a family channel. My editor's like, "Oh no, I don't want to hear any more about this guy's ear falling off," but it did practically. Yeah. I'll let you tell the story, man. It was just your story to tell. So what happened? I watched it. What happened?
Yeah, so I'll try to say it in like a PG kind of way.
All right.
I fought this really good guy. His name's Ramiz Brahimai. It was his debut, but he was really good. He was 8-2, 8 wins, 2 losses. But each one of his wins, he submitted the guy and choked the guy out or broke his arm in the first round. So when he wins, he taps you out. You know?
Yeah.
He's like a world champion jiu-jitsu guy. Excellent on the ground, like supposedly, So we trained real hard for it. A lot of takedown defense. I knew his hands weren't as good as his striking, and I'm pretty well rounded now. But
yes, you are.
If a guy's on the ground, like if that's his strong suit, you don't try to fight the guy in the strong suit. You try to get the easiest path of least resistance. You try to, have an easy night. I mean, you could try to do a tough night if you want, if you want to show your balls or whatnot. And it's kind of just happens sometimes. But game plan wise, we wanted to keep it on the feet, bust them up, and finish them. So
and you did.
I did.
Hey, listen, I've got a little video here. I'm going to plug it in, and this, of course, was after the fight, but it shows him standing there. Let me plug this in and show everybody. And it's not one that's going to hurt anybody if you're a little queasy in the stomach. So let me check this one out for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Max Payne Griffin.
And if you are squeamish, we will not show you any more of that ear on Ramiz Brahimaj. Dom, the story in this one is Max Griffin, one of his better performances.
I just got to say, literally, the dude was holding his ear with a towel, right? I mean,
yeah. So, piecing this guy up, picking him apart. My footwork was really there, my hands, and just so you guys know, like, I've had an evolution of like mental states, and I had this new mental coach, Danny Patterson. He's from Canada. But he's really good. He really got me down. He watched a bunch of my old fights and said, hey, when you enjoy yourself, when you have fun, that's when you're your best. He watched a bunch of my fights and like without sound and just looked for my mannerisms, my facial expressions, see if I was flowing, see if I was feeling it. In the fights that I had a good time, I did the best. So that whole training camp, have fun. Like, you're in the UFC. Like, why you get all pissed off in there? I mean, don't get me wrong. You got to have some angst in there. But when you're all tight and holding your breath, you're slow. You kind of slow down a little bit. That's with anything. If you're hitting the baseball, if you're throwing something, or you can't just be 100% tense. You kind of got to hit that sweet spot and flow.
I agree.
And
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched you fight, and I've seen you before this last one, and I see the difference even from last fight to now. Just your whole demeanor, it's like you've just kind of come to this calm and this peace with yourself, and you're having fun, man. So don't change anything. I'm not going to say anything about it anymore and jinx you. I just want you to keep that buzz going and ride it out and kick some ass tomorrow night, man. That's what it's all about, right?
No, thank you. I'm glad you recognize it, because it's hard for me to recognize because it's me, right? I'm like in a first person kind of mode.
Sure.
But it's good to hear that because that's what I want. I feel great. Like, for me, the last fight to go on and have fun, like, this is my 11th UFC fight. I mean, I've been fighting for 15 years, 14. But I've been in UFC for 4 or 5 years now, and I haven't really had fun, I fought some scary guys, and believe me, there's a lot of pressure in there, man. Like, you can imagine, bro. Like, my first fight, I fought Colby Covington. He's number 2 in the world right now. Colby's no joke. And I remember being on the show, my first, like, the headline card, it was the Colby or Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz rematch, part 2.
Oh, nice.
That was my first fight. So it was a circus. Like,
I bet.
Dude, it was in Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. Thousands of fools from Ireland for Conor. It was crazy. The media, everything. But my dream was to be in the UFC, right? So when I got there, I'm signing posters with Rumble Johnson, and he's talking about how he has these French bulldogs, but he has like these licenses, like these fake licenses, so you could take it anywhere, all this stuff. It was, but I was like, take a picture. Like, I was like a fanboy, Nate Diaz is walking around, Conor's walking by me, walking like that.
The Conor strut.
Shorts. It was like totally surreal. Like, so it's like I wasn't like, I'm in the locker room with Cowboy Cerrone. He's in there blasting his country music, cowboy boots on, and
I love that guy, man.
Dude, he's such a good dude. He's in there just blasting his country and warming up, and I'm back there like, yeah,
Now McGregor, didn't McGregor and didn't they fight?
Yeah, McGregor tore him back.
Yeah, tore him up. I know. I think Cowboys probably time to maybe hang it up and go right out in the pasture, man. Yeah,
I tried to fight him before. He's on his way out though.
Yeah,
but I remember being there, man, and it was like a dream. I remember Bruce Buffer. It's
Oh my gosh, that
I'm
guy.
in there like,
Yeah.
holy cow. It was
Well,
it's
so what
pressure.
you're telling me right now answers a question I was going to ask and don't need to now, and that's, missing the crowd. Yeah, damn right we're missing the crowd, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
a
I
whole
love the crowd.
experience in itself.
Wait for the crowd to come back. I mean, although it is nice right now how we have it set up, like we're in a quarantine right now at the hotel.
Okay.
So we get here. I mean, we're at the residence. We're at the Residence Inn or Marriott. So like, we have a stove, refrigerator. It's like an apartment. So
Yep.
we get to order. We can't leave, right? We do like 3 COVID tests all week, but we can't leave. So we're door dashing. We're doing Instacart. We have groceries, so we're cooking and staying around. But it is nice being here with your team. I mean, you can't be with your family, but there's no fans. There's not, a bunch of people around. You kind of just get to hang out and focus and, focus on the fight. I mean, I've been all over the world, man, at these different hotels. I mean, I've been to Brazil a couple times, Mexico City. I went to China. And it's different everywhere. So I've been fortunate to travel the world and,
Well,
fight. It's
here you are now in Las Vegas, and fights tomorrow night. And this last week been watching you. You've been pumping out more social media than I've ever seen you pump out. There's Max everywhere. A lot of good stuff. Everything you've been pumping out there, man. You got fans that are showing love and supporting you from here back in Sacramento. I'm sitting here in Folsom right now, man, and it's the buzz is happening. Those of us that know you, and this is kind of a hotbed of MMA, right? I mean, you got Team Alpha Male doing what they do in Sacramento. You got you guys doing what you do in your arena. All these different kind of people out here doing what they're doing. There's been a lot of guys come out of this region, right?
Yeah, that's a hot spot. Definitely got a hot spot. I'm out at Marinobles too, and now I'm starting to go to Alpha Male. I've been at Alpha Male for about 1.5 years now, training,
Awesome.
training. I'm there Monday morning, Wednesday morning pro practice. I'm sparring over there with these high level guys, man. They have so many like world champion guys, all American wrestlers, like super dude, K1 champion, kickboxing champions, dude. It's so fun. It's so fun to be at this level and like the best guys. I want to train with those guys. Oh, he's the world champion. Oh, 17-time world champion. Oh, that's how you get better. You need to push yourself, to challenge yourself. If you're just comfortable and beating up the same guys and you're the biggest fish in the room, it's hard to grow. I mean, you could do individual stuff, but it's also good. I mean, it turns me on when I know a guy's really good. Oh, dude, let me, there's people come down from me all the time. Like, oh, dude, like, and I can't wait to go spar these guys. I want to see what I got, and you get better. You get better. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, it's the way of life, man. You got people around you that are better than you, or at least they're trying to be, and it brings your game up too. I mean, it's any sports like that. Guy on the other side of the line, on the other side of the ball, wants to take your head off. Guess what? You got to get his off first before he gets you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hey, everybody, I want to say hi to everybody out there that's watching tonight. I just turned on the comments on my end so I can see them. Do you guys want to talk to Max? You have a question for him? Put that in there now. Let me hear what the question is, and I'll put it up on the screen for Max to answer. So any of you guys in there, and I see a lot of our regulars that are in the show tonight. I'm glad to see all you guys. We got Dan in here, of course. Dan the Man, our editor owner of 10-4 magazine, and Dan's supposed to be actually working tonight because he's up against the wall on deadline to get the next edition of 10-4 out, but looks like he's taking a break so he can watch the show and catch what's going on. So you guys have a question, don't be shy, throw a question into
you guys want. I'm open book. You can ask me anything under the sun.
I want to see it. I want to see some questions. So getting ready for this fight, I've heard, I've gotten all that I think I can kind of get and process to this point. But what do you know about your guy that you're going to get in the octagon with tomorrow? What's his deal?
You know, he's not too known, but that's fine. He's a guy from China. You know, he's pretty decent, has a good record, but he doesn't like pressure. Doesn't like when people back him up. Not too good wrestler, not too good jiu-jitsu.
Still a fight though, right?
Still a fight, but you know he has a good right hand. He has some good little tricky little tactics. But I'm ready, man.
Yeah,
I'm
you
prepared. I'm so ready. I'm so happy to be here. You know, I was supposed to be on the Adesanya card on March 6th. They asked me to be on that, but I just had a baby, and it was so close. Like, and my son was late, so the lady was like, "Oh, you can't fight on March 6th, like because you leave the week before. You got to quarantine. You got to do all the pictures and the media, and so I wouldn't have been there for my son, and I couldn't allow that. So I said, hey, you know, my son's coming. They said, hey, can you fight on the 20th? So they moved me to the 20th, and now I'm on ESPN. I got a main card spot. I didn't get buried, you know, halfway through the card. And it's an honor. It's an honor to fight this kind of guy. He's tough. Tough guy. Tough, good guy.
Well, and this is your first main card event for the UFC, correct?
No.
No?
I fought Mike Perry in Orlando on Fox 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I fought Cowboy Oliveira on UFC 248 pay-per-view main card. This is like my fourth main card.
Okay.
3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
I don't know why I was thinking this was your first main card event, and so basically right now, I mean, you want to get up there and get ranked, so you're working towards that. I know your contract's coming up with the UFC, and you got to renegotiate that. Yes, I've been listening, I've been watching, so
you know what's up.
I've been trying to pay attention. I watched your weigh-in today too, by the way. Unfortunate circumstances. That gal that didn't make the cut and her fight was canceled. Man, that was not good.
Oh my goodness gracious! I saw the video after. I mean, we kind of saw everyone. We're backstage, and we seen everyone kind of like running over there, and they closed the curtains. And, had a stretcher and all that. These cuts are tough sometimes.
Yeah, well, apparently, because whatever she did, man, she doesn't want to do that again. That was cutting it. She cut it too close, and obviously dehydrated and stressed her body out, and it said, "Hey, sorry, no, we're going down."
Yeah, and she looked like she got hit with the uppercut and just fell out. Man, it was scary. I've been seeing that.
Yeah, that's from Billy Joe Burrell, one of our regulars on the show. He's just saying, best of luck to you in the match, and may it be swift.
Thank you, Billy Joe. Much love, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a good question, and I love this question because one of the last times you and I spoke was after a fight, and dude, you were in recovery mode. I'll just say that. But our editor, Dan Linz, has a question for you. How long does it take to recover after a brutal bout?
Man, it depends what happens. You know, I think the guy whose ear got knocked off, I think he's probably, he might still be kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
On coming back. But, I mean, it depends, man. Like, I usually hurt my hands from hitting the guy too hard. Might hurt your hands. But, rule of thumb for me, I take a couple weeks off, usually at least a week. I fight, I celebrate. I'm usually somewhere else, like if I'm in Florida or something, I'll stay a week after and enjoy myself,
Yep.
Get some nice hotel with the family and do it up wherever I'm at. I love like eating all the food at the place. I like it. Like if I'm in Atlanta or Tampa or Orlando, I like to stay and see what they got,
By the way, other good news, and you can finish, but I just remembered this before I forget. Congratulations on your new baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. So proud papa, huh?
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old, but he's like a teenager, so that's a little bit different. He isn't listening to what I say or none of that. He's a good kid, but he's older now. He's with his friends. on TikTok and playing this game. But yeah, the baby, it's a whole new thing. I mean, not new, but it's like that. Like he's my cub, and this guy in front of me is a problem, right?
Yep.
So it's giving me more juice. But
got another question from John Jakes, one of our regulars here at 10-4. How long have you been doing this?
Man, let's see. I started doing martial arts when I was a kid, 4 years old. So about 4 to 13. I did martial arts 6 days a week. It was called Bak Fu. It's kind of like a mixed martial art. You know, it was a mix of Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu. Because not everything works. Like the kicks of Taekwondo are like killer. But like the punches aren't so hot, you know? So you kind of got to pick a and then I came back to fighting when I was 21. I used to watch all like the Tank Abbott and on the video cassettes, put them in the VCR and watch those crazy fights, Royce Gracie and those guys. Yeah, I was 21.
So I was talking to Dan, our editor. Your internet connection is a little sketchy right now, and it's kind of jumping around. We need to talk to Marriott about giving you a better internet. But I don't know if you remember these guys or not, but I was telling my editor Dan, we were talking about this interview. What's that?
I could try to come off the Wi-Fi and see if it'll help.
It's clearing up again. It's clearing up again. You're staying in there, so don't move. I don't know if you remember back in the 70s or 80s. I don't know. You weren't even, maybe just a little guy then, but Big Brad, Bad Brad, he was a kickboxer. It was a whole different sport back then, before UFC ever even thought about, being something. But Bad Brad Hefton, I think his name was. Does that name ring a bell to you? You remember that guy or not? Ever hear of him? Nah, yeah, I'm not surprised, man. You're a youngster. Yeah, you're a youngster, bro. I'm an old fart. I remember watching that stuff when ESPN first came out. So I'll tell you what, man, I got one more question for you. And we'll let you go. I've got another spot to do after this, but I got one more question for you. And I would, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't mention too, and it goes to the healing process. Both of us are friends with our friend Patrick here in Folsom and Symmetry. That is a healthy recovery tool for you. It's about form, it's about posture, and a good way for you to prep and to recover after a fight. I know I catch you down there at the studio every now and then. So recovery is a multifaceted process, I guess, is the best way to put it. And there's a lot of ways to do it. Symmetry happens to be one of them for you. Symmetry's working out still for you. You're still doing the exercises. Yeah, I hate when internet does that.
I'm mostly doing them to keep me aligned. I find out when I don't do them, I'll feel off. You're kind of frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yep, I got you. So it's frozen on your end probably again. Unfortunate, but listen, we got. Yep, it's just it keeps locking up. Hey Max, I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate the time with you today. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you
if
so
you
much.
want, put your information in the stream. Put your website where any of your merch is, and let people have a shot at getting some of that. Okay.
Thank you. In the chat. In the chat down here.
Yes, sir. In the chat.
Or the comments.
Yep. Yes. In the comments.
Okay.
Yep. Put them in the comments, and that'll stay there forever. We don't ever take these down. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off with you, and I'm going to bring my next guest in.
Thank you so much, man.
Max, you take care. Good luck, brother. Knock him down.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right, Max Payne Griffin, Again, tomorrow night, prelims are, I think, around 4:00, and the main event, I believe, is at 7. So, and you got ESPN2 for the prelims and ESPN for the main card tomorrow night. So be sure and check that out. All right, I see him waiting there patiently. So listen, guys, again, I'm going to tell you about this guy. So Jesse's Equipment Sales happens to be in New Mexico, and he's now an advertiser and a Team 10-4 marketing partner. He's given away a 1995 379 Pete extended hood. So I'm going to let Jesse tell you a little bit about it. How about it, Jesse? You got me.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. All right. We got a good internet connection. Excellent.
Thank God.
Unfortunately, Max has got sketchy there at the end of the segment. That was too bad. But sounds like yours is good. You're wearing a company shirt there. I see your truck logo.
Here you go. There
Man, I better get one of those, buddy.
Oh, we'll get them coming.
3X right here.
3X and a few hats, and we got a lot of merch right now. So
right on. That's perfect. Perfect. We'll have to hook up Dan and Shan and get everybody wearing some swag from you. Well, listen.
Give me a list of sizes so I can hook you guys up.
Right on. All right. Well, let's talk about what we're doing here, man. You've got a truck you want to give away. So I'll bring some pictures up too while you're talking, so they can see them. But I want you to tell everybody, first of all, what the heck? How do you give a truck away? You know, how do they win it? What do they got to do? But first, what made you think of giving a truck away?
You know, this was probably something in the back of, my mind before the pandemic. Things were going real good, and it was always like, well, maybe someday we could do it. You see the guys doing all the lifted trucks and the Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I'm like, well, those are cool, but you can't really make money with those. I mean, I'm sure if you could sell it or something, but we already sell trucks, and if you give one away, I mean, you can really help someone out. You can really change someone's. I mean, sky's the limit. If you got a truck and you're already a driver, you can make a lot of money if you go on your own, if you do it right. So it was kind of just sitting on the back burner, and things got kind of iffy, and everywhere for everyone. And we're like, well, maybe now's the chance to, see what we can do. And I'll be honest, man, it took months of maybe, we don't know. I mean, can we? And I finally just said, let's do it. Worst case scenario, and we go broke. So we said, let's give it a try. And I'll be honest, we're officially, I think we're on like the 32nd day. We launched it a little later than we were supposed to, but it's been really great response. At this rate, well, I'll be honest with you, we already have the second one ready. And
you do? Okay.
Okay. So at this rate, we're going to continue doing it. We've gotten a lot of support, a lot of praise. A lot of people are excited about it. And I mean, we're excited too. So hopefully it keeps going this way, and we can put one of these out every couple months.
So we've got this 379. It's a 95 379 extended hood. The end of the entry deadline is April 30th still. Is that correct?
Yeah, April 30th at midnight. We have to completely shut it down. Okay.
And then we're going to pick a winner. I mean, right after that in the next week or so to come. Is that right?
All right. So we did this all legit. It goes through a sweepstakes company. We have to submit them, everybody's entries, whether they came here in the shop and bought it or online. And he's got to do his due diligence. So that'll take him about a week. And, it's a big compliance company. They do it for Coca-Cola, the Olympics. So give them about a week, and they'll put it this way: the winner will know that they won before even I know who it is. So
okay, all right.
So May we'll announce it.
So here's the deal. Explain how do you and here's the other thing too, man. We're talking up the truck, and they get a truck. You get $10,000 cash along with the truck. So here's the truck, here's the keys, here's the cash. Right?
Exactly. So you can use it for fuel. You can use it to put more chrome on the truck. My tip is use it for the taxes. You got to pay taxes. So, but in the meantime, go make some money, go have some fun, go show it off, and hook up to a trailer and go.
Yeah, taxes and registration, and wherever you end up running.
Yeah,
so
the registration too.
the registration too. So and that brings up the conversation we had the other day. Obviously, if you're a California guy, this truck is probably not your thing because
Right.
it's not in compliance with CARB that we
Correct.
care. But anyways, it's just the way it is. So you got a whole bunch of other states in the country you can run them. So
Right. And if you win it in California, sell it and buy yourself a compliant one.
yeah, right. There you go.
I mean, if this keeps going the way it is, we'll do one. We'll do one so California it'll be compliant. I mean,
Right on.
we don't want to.
Right.
But we'll put California out. That's where we buy all the trucks anyway. So no, we kind of have that, a couple of sweepstakes down. We'll get one that's compliant and we'll make it just as nice. It'll just have, all the requirements.
I mean, look, the deal is that there's a lot of trucks out there that, for only one reason they can't be on the road, and that's that they fall victim to being a California truck.
Yeah. And no matter all of our trucks that we sell, they're all from California. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with them except they're not compliant. So,
Our editor, Dan Lynn's had a comment for you.
That's what I did. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah, I have to agree with them. And Gary Jones on here with us today. Missouri loves old iron, and the rest of the United States you can run whatever you want. It's just California at this point. So California. Yeah. So you brought up a good point, and I want to touch on that, and that's that April 30th is the entry deadline for this truck.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as this one's wrapped up and given away, and maybe we can do a live stream the day that you give that truck to its new owner, they come pick it up. Love to have that and share it with the viewers. You're going to be putting another one out there for everybody to have a shot at, right?
Yeah, we just have to coordinate with our web developers on, are we going to do it the minute after we close that one, or will we do it that following morning? But I'm looking at the truck right now. It's ready to go.
Awesome.
If we have it, to be honest, I've got 8 or 9 more that I can do. If they keep going this good, then we're going to have a good time. We're going to help some people out and get them on the road.
Can we tell people what the next truck is? Or do you want to wait on that one?
Oh, no, I'll give you a little hint. It's another long hood.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's another long hood. And I know there's KW people out there. We might have a KW as well.
All right. I'm going to bring up some photos of the truck here. Give me a second. Dan just said, yeah, bring it up. I'm going to bring it up right now. And let's see here. Go into the 10-4 vault here and bring it up. Let's see. There you are. All right. I've got a bunch of pictures of this truck, so we're going to go ahead and bring them into the mix, Jess.
Okay.
So we'll keep talking about this. So was this truck painted when you got it, or is this?
No, I should have sent you a before picture. That's what I should have done. Maybe on another show we'll show it to them. That was actually a day cab to begin with. It was a day cab with really good roots. It was really good shape, and I bought it there in California in the Central Valley. And I loaded it up with a few trucks on the back and brought it home. And we decided, I had a sleeper laying around. So we went ahead and we did the sleeper conversion on it. And it is a unibuild. It is a big hole. We painted the chassis in and out, end to end. Did all the body work on the truck, painted it, shaved the roof. We still got DOT compliant lights on the visor. We got an air horn off to the side. But we did everything end to end. We did a cat in frame, all cat parts. The winner gets all the receipts. I mean, everything's there for them to take with them, and have any issues with it, it's all in writing. New rubber, all new virgin rubber all the way around, polished to the gills. Brakes were already very good on it. We didn't need to replace those. That deck plate, we smoothed that out there. I mean, then on the
truck's clean, man. This truck's legit.
Yeah, we did a lot of work. I mean, it took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but we wanted to put out something, really nice that appealed to everybody, especially on the first one. We might get a little extreme on the other one, but we wanted one that, young generation, old generation, that everybody will like. So that's what we came up with. In the interior, we did complete interior, full leather.
Yeah, I got those pictures coming up.
This is leather. Everything else is vinyl, but and that's the way to do it. So it lasts longer that way.
I'm sure my Peterbilt guys have noticed the wheels on this truck. You got the Pete wheels on it all the way around, man.
All the way around. Yeah, they're all aluminum. We don't have any steel inside at all. It's got a wet kit on it, a single line wet kit. So if you're going to be hauling end dump, it's ready to go.
So it's got a split tank right there. Is that what we're looking at? Is that a split?
Yes, sir, right there. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the hydraulic portion of it.
Yeah.
It's got a hardwood floor as well. We did that. We put Dynamat underneath it. I mean, I was driving it yesterday when we took those pictures for the right there near the railroad track, and it drives perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
This next group of photos I've got of it, I'm going to wheel us into the interior shot. So that truck's legit, man. Look at that. That is sweet.
Thank you.
The price is a phenomenal price too. Hey, what do you got back here, man?
That's a customer's 55 Ford Fairlane we're working on. We don't do trucks. We do hot rods. We do choppers. We do anything that will go fast and get you hurt. So
there you go. There's the interior. Brand new, right?
Everything's new. Yeah, everything's new inside. Headline. I mean, every little bit's wrapped.
And a radio in it, so you can get in it and talk to your buddies as soon as you get into the truck and roll down the road.
Exactly. Yeah, it's ready to go. I mean, we have people stopping all day long, even before we had the big banner that said "Win this truck," trying to buy it, and I had to hound people off for the better part of 3 months. Everybody wanted it, but I really wanted to give this 360 a try, and I'm glad I did.
I'll tell you what, man. What I like about this truck, and I don't know. Do we have any? I don't think we have any engine shots. Has that got an ISX in it, or what's it got in it?
No, it's a Cat. It's an E model 3406E. There should be or two in there. I think I did send you them. Like I said, we did it in-house. I've got an ex-Cat mechanic that works for me here, and he knows these motors in and out, and we used all Cat parts, so we did it right. Maybe I didn't send it, darn.
Yep, I don't have that. We'll do those next time, but yeah, the interior, man. I mean, you don't see that color too often, but I dig it, and you got a clean truck. What I like about this truck is this, for some guys, this is a great starting point to trick your truck, or others get in, turn the key and go, and just run it the way it is and go and make some money.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do is just, give it to someone and make some money and have some fun while you're at it.
Right on. Right on. Well, good job, man. I think you guys nailed it. And, giving a guy 10 grand too, besides the truck,
yeah,
can't go wrong. What tranny you got in that?
It's 13 speed.
Good deal. Perfect. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens and who gets the truck. So tell us about how they enter and win the truck. What's it take?
So it's really easy. You just go to our store, go to our site, go to our store, and every dollar you spend gets you an entry. You buy a $35 hat, you got 35 entries. $200 gets you 200 entries. We're adding stuff every week. We added 2 new hats this week. We've got hoodies. We've got women's stuff. We've got crew neck shirts, V-neck shirts. We got some leather work gloves on the way. We got beanies, wallets, tumblers. I'm looking at all this stuff as I'm telling you. Yeah, we're trying to get every week we should add an item or two. So keep everything fresh. That way, if hopefully you find something you like.
Well, there it is. Shop, enter, and win. So, and the website jessiestrucks.com.
Right.
Is where we want everybody to go, just like it's spelled out there. You guys can see a social media post. I put it up, I think, yesterday or day before, announcing this contest and where to go to enter. So go there. Here's the deal, man. You can go there, spend a few bucks. For every dollar you spend, you get an entry into this thing, and you get some clothes. You get some swag. You get some hats, shirts, hoodies, whatever, right?
Exactly. And then we're doing some giveaways in between. We gave away an Apple Watch last week. Everybody's automatically entered for the extra stuff in between. So we gave that away last week. Next week, I believe, at the end of the month, we're going to give away a real nice GPS, a trucker GPS. And everybody's entered. And if you win that, you still qualify for the truck. So we'll have some promotional stuff going for that too. But
Cool.
If someone's that lucky, they can win all the prizes along the way and the truck.
I'm telling you, man, you're like a big truck pinball machine, gumball machine. You got, throw money in and prizes come out.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I like it, and we're glad to have you aboard. We'll definitely make sure that everybody knows what to do here. We're going to have you with us sponsoring another show this month, and then in May, like I said, hopefully get you back on the show and do a live stream with the winner of the truck when they come to pick it up. Love to see that.
Let's do that. That would be perfect.
I think so too. All right. Well, listen, Jesse, I got some other stuff I'm going to run through here before we run out of time. I appreciate you coming on with us today. Everybody go to right here, jessestrucks.com. Make sure you get in there, buy some goodies, hats, shirts, whatever you see in there that you like.
Also, if anybody has any requests for stuff, we're open. Tell us what you guys want. We'll get it on there. We'll find it. We'll make it work. I mean, don't hesitate. Give us some more ideas. We can use some ideas.
So are you talking about for clothes and stuff for custom orders or what? Okay.
Well, not so much custom, but if I get enough requests for, a backpack or something, we have a duffel bag now, but if I get enough requests of something, well, I'm trying to, this is for truckers. So I'm trying to get stuff that'll help you out on the road, make you more comfortable. I mean, whatever they come up with, if I got enough people suggesting it, we'll definitely do it.
Well, I like that, man. I like what you're doing, Jesse. I mean, the way I look at it, and you just said this, which makes me feel really good about this, is that you're helping guys out. Yeah, they're going to spend money, but it's not like you don't get anything for your money. You're getting some value.
Exactly. Yeah.
For your money. And it's products from your store that they're going to use, they're going to wear. I like the idea that maybe, you come up with something. I don't know how much, guys are using laptops out there anymore and stuff, but I remember right when I bought my last new truck, Peterbilt gave me a bag for my laptop, it was a computer bag, and I've still got that thing and I still use it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys did something. We'll end up doing something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing like a zipper portfolio. All of us truck drivers, we've got to have all our paperwork in order. Might as well have it in something nice where it doesn't fall out. So we're thinking of doing I want to do a binder, but maybe something like a zipper portfolio would help out. I want to do a little shaving kit, so when you're going to the truck stop, take a shower, you can grab all your stuff and throw it in our duffel bag and take care of your business and come back. So stuff like that, that's the kind of stuff where, stuff you can use, not just junk. We don't want to sell junk. We want to sell stuff that, you can wear every day and look good in it.
Right on. Well, I'm happy to have you with us. Right now I'm trying to put some other information out there. If you want to, you can add your URL for your website in there and
okay. I lost you there. No audio.
How about now? We back?
There you go. Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, drop that in there. Feel free to drop your URL in there. And if you want, you can drop it in on the other one that I did earlier this week too. Next one we put in, I'll put the URL in there. I think I had it in the actual content of the post, but guys, get over there, get to jessestrucks.com and get entered to win this truck. I can't think of a better way to feel good about shopping and spending money.
Right. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, the number on the shop goes straight to my cell. I answer it all the time. Feel free to, any questions, anything you got, just let me know.
Perfect. Right on.
And if you're in the area, come and see it. It's right here. It's right outside.
So now you told me the other day you're moving. So does that mean a home shop, everything's going to Texas, right?
Yeah, we're moving to Lubbock right around May 1st. So we're moving to business. We're out of here.
Okay, right on.
110 miles from here.
So for our 10-4 Texas connections, everybody be sure and look him up when he's over there in Lubbock and gets moved, and maybe go take a look at this truck and other ones. Obviously, you got other trucks for sale, right? Yes, no?
Yeah, here and there. I mean, we're trying to do just full build now. So the good stuff we're keeping for customers that want a full build, but we have a couple here and there that we're still working on, and we're gonna phase out of being a quote unquote dealer and do the custom builds, do the sweepstakes at this rate, and we're gonna do a lot of custom stuff. Really, we're
All
not
right.
gonna focus so much on just flipping trucks anymore.
All right. Well, we'll talk more about that too, and maybe we can introduce people to that side of the business eventually. It sounds like that's where it's going anyway. So, you want to get people coming in there to have you do builds. We want to let them know that you can do them.
Excellent.
All right, Jesse. Good talking to you, my friend. Everybody out there, look for Jesse on 10-4 and through the shows on our social media, and get entered to win the truck. Right on, Jesse. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Excellent, man. I honestly, I don't see how you can lose. I mean, look at that truck, guys. And frankly, you know what? I like the older trucks. 95, 90, 98. 98's the year, as far as I'm concerned. That was the year. The only other truck I like better than that is my 2002, and that was the last one I had. And it had a 6NZ Cat C15 in it. And that truck was built end to end, top to bottom. It was a beautiful ride. I loved that truck. And yeah, I'd love to know what happened to that truck. Anybody watching out there knows what happened to my truck, where it ended up. I'd love to know where that truck's at and what happened to it. I've heard some stories that didn't make me happy, but I'm just curious. A truck like that, when you do a custom build like I did, it's I think it's going to stick with me forever. That truck was gorgeous, and I'd love to know whatever happened to it. All right, so some other stuff that happened this week here. I had some posts that we put up and shared. I'm going to bring them up now here. I got to go over into the 10-4 vault and bring it up. If you guys were watching on our social media, you saw the Millennial Mac. Let me bring the Millennial Mac up. That truck is just too cool. Let me bring it up here. Give me a second. Uno Moss there, Ray Rodriguez, little Ray, driving out there as well. That was from the Cherokee Truck Parts Memorial for Bob Hitchcock that happened a couple years back. I was down there for that, and yeah, I'll tell you, man, that was a deal. We lost Bob, and that guy, you either liked him or you didn't. He was kind of one of those on-off switch guys, but he was pretty solid. Crazy Bob to some. And, just, he was the first guy that I bought all my trick stuff from, and he was a great help. He worked for me, and I'll have to say, he never did me wrong. I would like to think everybody thinks good of Bob, and his shop's still down there, not at that location. His brother moved it across the street there. And we're talking about Stockton, by the way, for those of us that did not know Bob or are not on the West Coast here, but, still, and the tradition was every time you go by Cherokee Truck Parts there when Bob had it, you honked your horn. No matter what, truck, if you're in your car, whatever. I still honk my horn when I go through there, man. And love the fact that a lot of other people I've talked to still do that too. Something else in 10-4 news this week, I did, God, here's a classic. I can't go by without sharing this truck. How many of y'all remember El Dorado? That truck it lived and lived and lived. I wonder if that thing's still on the road. I don't know the situation now, but I would imagine so. Wow. Love this, man. Yeah, Junior is, or I'm guessing, I don't know, but hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, all the way from Brazil. Love American classic trucks. Send hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Glad to have you on the show, man. That is awesome. Love seeing that. We have an international audience. We've had people from Scotland, Ireland, Brazil, Australia, and of course USA today in the show. So fantastic. So if anybody does know the story on El Dorado now, I'd love to hear where that truck is at. The one I'm kind of working down towards though right now, and I put this up the other day, and this was from October 2011, and Ken Drake, this was his truck. Nice looking ride. And you know what's amazing too is, guys that are building rides today, they're still pretty close to these. Everybody's got a little different take and a little different idea on the build, what they want to do, how they want it to look, but there's a lot of similarities. And of course, there's a lot of stuff where guys have just gone out of control, man. I mean, stuff has really, really gotten exotic, let's say. But this truck looking good there. Unfortunately, and I found this in the comments, man. Oh, that just break your heart. And he kept building on it, taking it, new steps forward. Got the double J lights brackets on there, and looks like some kind of high output headlight, but apparently car ran into him head on. And another picture of it when it's in the shop in here as well. Where'd those pictures go? Well, there was. Anyway, that was one of them. Unfortunate, but that tells the story of a truck sometimes, later down the road. And a lot, this happens a lot. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It does. Guys sell their truck and it ends up in somebody else. And there it is. Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah. Gosh, here's the history, man. So Ken Drake passed away a few years after being on the cover. And I did not know that. This is Jeff Patello Trucks. So Jeff, shout out to you, brother. Hope you're out there and maybe able to catch the show. Jeff, longtime, really great friend of 10-4 and everybody on Team 10-4. So glad to have it. Gary, how you doing, man? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Jake's, man? I don't know. He's over there doing an audio check. So the audio's working. Do a radio check there, John Jakes, and see if you can catch anybody that way. Another truck that I caught a glimpse of that most of y'all probably know, and I'm going to bring it up here, man. Let's get a shot of it. This is from G-Bats back in 2018. So the last one to, that happened. Of course, we got G-Bats coming up this year, so pretty excited about that. Let me keep looking for it. Anyway, you guys probably have seen this truck around. It's the Murder Pete, and I'm having a hard time finding it right now. Let me see if I got the right. Oh, here we go. Well, that's cheating. Oh, man, where did it go? There we go. Found it. I love this shot of this truck, too. The Murder Pete, man. This guy, just kind of a different deal, which is okay. Not everything's for everybody, right? But there are some other pictures of this truck in here I want to show you guys. There's a good one. It shows the side of it. And today I found this. So front end Friday, there you go, man. He's done some changes, I guess, on that truck. Look at the breathers on it. So he's got a new style of breather on there. I'm imagining there's either some K&Ns or something like that in that chamber or that housing, or maybe there's, something inside that he's done. I don't know. But here's a cool picture of it from the front on the side, and there's your Friday night big rig lights. Love that. And look at the skull on the breather there. It's lit up in red. And I don't know where the headlights are on this truck. No idea. So I'm not sure if there even is any at this point. But you guys are seeing as much as I am on that. I don't know that there is any headlights on this truck anymore. So anyway, kind of different. Again, not everything's for everybody, so don't expect it to be. Want to say thanks to everybody as always. You guys on the group, a lot of good stuff going on over there. It's always fun to see everybody telling a story in the group. Continue to do that. We've got a lot of guys from all over the world coming in and sharing trucks over in the group, which is exactly what we wanted to have it do and have happen. The European, theater of trucks, man, I'll tell you, these guys, they love their trucks and just as much as we love ours. I think they love ours more. An inside joke, but yeah. Good to see what's happening over there. Love to see more photos though, honestly, guys. So, shake it up, man. Throw some trucks in there. Let's see what you got. Obviously 10-4, our page is doing well. Remember to make sure that you are following us as well as liked us, because eventually the likes are going away. And when that happens, and this is not just 10-4, this is all the pages on Facebook. When that happens, if you've only liked it and are not following us, you're going to get kicked from the page. You'll have to come back once you figure out what happened. Where's my 10-4? Well, that's what happened. You got kicked. Follow us on Instagram and please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Dan, good to see you, my friend. We'll talk and get that edition done, man. We need to have new ink out there for everybody to check out in the April edition. And incidentally, before I go too, don't forget, I better bring this up or I will forget. Where are we at here? Shows that are coming up. The first one, bada bing, there it is. The first one's going to be April 23rd, 24th, 25th, 75 Chrome Shop Truck Show in Wildwood, Florida, and we will all be there. All of Team 10-4, all of us will be out there to cover that show. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait to get out and check out the shows and see all of you guys. I want everybody there. And incidentally, I'm not sure, and I hate saying this because I don't know if it's true, but I mean, if you told somebody you can't fit them in, then it must be shows sold out. That's my understanding. So if it's not, somebody, let me know, but they're telling me that it is because, in fact, Jesse, our truck giveaway guy that we just had on, couldn't get a spot. So Dan Linz, thanks for mentioning that. By the way, our 2021 calendar will be in the April edition finally. So that'll happen, and we'll all know what all the shows are that we're all going to. And incidentally, we have the combined calendar from Rockwood and 10-4 magazine, of course. Finally got the new one up. Got my little handy sticky guys, with it's got the little strip on the back there. You just put that dude in play. You stick it on the wall, and then you got your calendar. I may do something with y'all on these. If somebody, we can mail it. I could probably put this in an envelope. I might do a little giveaway. I've got a few of them here. I also have the poster for all the trucks. And this is from 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Please tell me I'm right. Yes, it is. This is the 2019 poster. And normally, of course, we would have these at a truck show, and we would have them not folded, and we would be giving them away. But since there wasn't any truck shows, well, we got a lot of calendars, or have had. But I'd love to be able to send some of that stuff out to some people. I'll figure something out. Next week, we will do a hashtag I want my 10-4 show. So we'll talk about that and maybe some other goodies that we can give away and keep you guys in swag somehow. So Gary Jones sold out. Yeah, man. So that was the story I got, was that Gary, I'll tell you what, man. Gary, you want the poster or the calendar? What do you want, man? You want both? How about I give you both? And so this has got Gary Jones' name on it right here. And the other ones I've got 2 more of these calendars. We'll figure it out. Okay. And actually, I talked to Dan. We may have more of this stuff. Well, I think we'll be having more of these. I'm not sure. And if we do, they'll have them in Wildwood at 75. So I can't wait to see that happen, man. I cannot wait. We're going to be live streaming, and we are going to be having our brand new 10-4 pop-up on site, and posters and calendars. I hope everything, whatever we got, we're bringing, and we hope we can get it all out there to you guys. Billy Joe Burrell, hashtag I want my 10-4 calendar. That's good, brother. I like that. That's an entrepreneurial spirit right there, man. Good job. All right, y'all. Listen, hey, I hope you guys liked Max and the first segment of the show. I was over excited when I talked to him and he said, yeah, he'd love to come on and talk to all you guys. I want to be able to have guys like that on the show that, yeah, they may not be in trucking, but they're kind of interest. I know a lot of us in the industry, we're into, UFC, we're into sports, we're into some things. And let's face it, man, some of the options last year went totally sideways. And most of us, I think, just turned it off. So it's nice that there's some stuff out there that still is, valid, enjoyable, takes you away from everything that's going on out there in the real world that you're trying to get away from by turning on some entertainment, right? So that was my plan there with Max. Be sure and tune in tomorrow. Root for him. There may be a quiz next Friday that may have something to do with the hashtag I want my 10-4. So we'll see. All right, guys, listen, till next Friday, stay safe out there. Be good humans. Keep the shiny side up. I will see you next week. Take care, guys. Love the show this week. I had fun putting the show together and bringing it to you. I hope you enjoyed it too. Take care.